Revenge films.
I'm Tom. I was watching television a while back and saw a program about a guy who got married to a complete stranger unknowingly. The man came home one day and found a woman inside his home. The woman greeted him as if she were his wife. The man had no idea who the woman was, and scared, he went to check the records of the town hall. He was shocked to find out that the marriage between him and the strange woman was recorded in the registry. He found out later that the woman was a stalker, and she had planned this all on her own. The man made a plea for annulment and got the court to rule the marriage as being invalid. The tale frightened me, but I assumed that it was something that I would never have to deal with. I didn't even think that it was possible for something like that to happen. But to my shock and horror, something very similar happened to me. I got married to Lena 4 years ago. We met on a dating app and we got along really well. Before we got married, I was really busy with work and would have to go on a lot of overseas business trips. After we introduced our families to each other, we got ready for our wedding. Lena planned to leave her job at the town hall in a couple of months so that she could become a devoted housewife. Lena's from a small town, so news of our marriage spread fast. But some of the things being said about our marriage did not make sense. People were saying that she was getting married to Ted instead of me. Ted was someone that came into the town hall from time to time to work on repairs. It was weird because it's not like they dated each other in the past. One day, Lena was working at the town hall when Ted's mother came in. She told me later that it struck her as strange that Ted's mother was observing her for a long time from a distance. Lena found that particular incident bizarre, in addition to the rumors going around about her getting married to Ted. She texted me to tell me about what had happened. At the time, I was on an overseas business trip. That was the first time that I had heard about Ted and told Lena not to worry too much. But for some reason, Ted's mom was spreading rumors about Lena marrying her son, and Lena was creeped out. She texted me again to say that she was concerned. After receiving her text message, I told her that it might be a good idea to confront Ted's mother by bringing her father along. Following day, Ted visited the town hall, got down on one knee, and proposed to Lena out of the blue. "Lena, will you marry me? I'll make you happy for the rest of your life." Of course, Lena declined.
I'm sorry, but I'm already engaged to someone else. I don't understand what brought this on. Also, please don't spread rumors about us getting married.
What? You're engaged to someone else? I've already made the arrangements for a wedding! You cheater! Ted then began to cry. Lena had no idea what was going on, and also started to cry out of shock. Lena's manager at the town hall came to her rescue and asked Ted to leave the premises. After the incident, Lena called her parents. Her father and Lena's manager at work agreed to go to Ted's house to ask him to stop spreading false rumors. I hoped that this would resolve the matter for good. Lena's manager got in touch with Ted and told him that he would be coming over to Ted's house with Lena's father.
Ted is not home. What is this regarding?
I would like your son to stop spreading false rumors about him and my daughter Lena. My daughter is engaged to someone else, and we would like for you to leave her alone.
Ted told me that he and Lena are dating. He even bought her an engagement ring.
Lena's father didn't understand why Ted's mother could not see the truth. He then mentioned to Ted's mother that Lena was engaged to me, and we were already making plans for our wedding.
That can't be true. Lena's not here to back this up. And I believe everything that my son has told me.
Lena's father and Lena's manager couldn't get Ted's mother to listen, so they gave up and went home. That evening, Lena and her father suggested that we involve my father, and that the three of them should visit Ted's house once again. My father was a rebel when he was younger, and he's still very scary. I feared that telling him about this would make him ballistic. I didn't want to make things more complicated than they already were, so I decided to cut my business trip short and come home to deal with the issue myself. I had difficulty booking a flight home and had to take 4 connecting flights. It took a total of 40 hours to get home, and I was exhausted. As I was making my way home, Ted and his mother came to the town hall to see Lena. Lena's manager stood next to her in support, but the two of them could not stop the absurdity of Ted and his mother.
Lena, why would you cheat on my beloved Ted?
I planned a special wedding for us at your favorite amusement park!
We will forgive you if you apologize to Ted now.
My mom is willing to forgive you. Apologize to me now, and we can put this behind us. Promise me that you won't cheat on me again!
Lena was horrified. Her manager demanded that Ted and his mother leave the building right away. He then suggested that Lena take some time off and stay with her parents in order to remain safe. I was finally back home, and Lena and I met with my parents and hers. I had to go back to my business trip once things were sorted out, so I wanted to come up with an effective plan. Our parents suggested that the best way forward was to get married as soon as possible. So Lena and I got married the following day. We then arranged a meeting with Ted. The next day, we all gathered at Ted's workplace to resolve the issue once and for all. I showed Ted our marriage certificate and told him that we would sue him if he harassed Lena any longer. We also told him that Lena would like an official apology from him for all the false information he had spread about her. I had expected Ted and his mother to refute me, but instead, Ted sat there in silence and accepted our demands. However, he had no intention of apologizing to Lena.
I won't put up a fight this time, but I know that deep down Lena loves me. She always looks at me with her kind eyes.
He was referring to the time Lena showed him how to get a document from the town hall.
I can see it in her eyes that she loves me truly. I only wanted to make her happy.
According to Lena, Ted had asked her if she was married out of the blue when he visited the town hall. Ted was saying these things to us as if he really believed that Lena was in love with him. We're asking you to apologize to Lena. You scared her with your delusions.
I told you that I wouldn't put up a fight. Can't we just leave it at that?
You have no right to put up a fight in the first place. You should acknowledge the fact that you spread false rumors about my wife. Ted then glared at me. I was furious with his insanity. But then Ted's manager at work got angry on my behalf.
If you don't want me to fire you on the spot, you better apologize to Lena and her husband.
Manager then pushed Ted to the floor.
I promise that Ted will not be bothering you anymore. Ted, don't think that you can get away with something this bad without any consequences. I think you need to pay a damage settlement for their troubles.
I don't have any money, but please take this instead.
He tried to pay us off by giving us the engagement ring he had bought for Lena. I was livid. I wanted to throw the ring back in Ted's face, but before I could, Ted's manager threw Ted into the air.
This ring cost me $10,000.
That's irrelevant.
I figured that Ted was absolutely bonkers, so I said to him, "We won't be needing any money from you, but make sure that you never talk or come close to my wife again." I thanked Ted's manager for his support and left the room. Lena and I went to the town hall after the meeting and was greeted by the mayor. The mayor wanted to show everyone publicly that he recognized Lena and I to be legally married. Because we live in a small town, if everyone in town hall knows that we are married, the rest of the people in town will too. Now we can live together happily without worrying about false rumors going around. At the same time, everyone in town found out about Ted's peculiar behavior, and Ted and his family had no choice but to stay locked up in their house. Lena and I had our wedding and we moved overseas. I'm happy that we are now living far away from Ted and can have a happy life without worrying about running into him.
How was today's video? If you enjoyed it, please subscribe, like, and leave a comment. Stay tuned for more.